Welcome back. I'm up at the deer farm. I thought that was a swarm over there, but it's not. It's just some dead wood. I'm just going to check some bees, see which ones, the ones that were requeening can be checked, see if they've requeened, and yeah, we'll see which ones need queens or what, see what's going on. Busy like a bee, Marky. Yeah, I had to change the prop on the D-Max on the Isuzu. The prop went kabang on my way home from work the other night, and a new prop, £2,500. Boy, I can't afford that. Second-hand prop, £500. Boy, I can't afford that. In the end, I ended up taking my prop off and just putting a bit of it back on, putting the truck into four-wheel drive high, and just running on front wheel drive for a couple of days. And I ordered a prop. Oh, that's a quiet hive there, that. I ordered a second-hand prop, the cheapest one I could find, and I put that on it for now. But this prop will need it will want a UJ, universal joint doing, and then it'll be tickety boo. So yeah, we're going to see what's going on with these bees up here. Have a look. Probably not video much of going into the hives and stuff, because you always see that. That hive on the end is quiet. See what's going on with all the boxes. The old bees are still a bit aggressive. This should have a new queen in it. Unless them bloody birds picked off my queen when they've been going mating flights. It makes me wonder now, because somebody did used to keep bees up here in the woods over there. Oh, the lights on the truck there. Oh yeah, 2 fresh larvae in there. And 1 day old eggs. So Queenie McQueenie might be around here somewhere. But yeah, saying it makes me wonder if see, that's full of fresh 1 day old eggs. If that's why whoever used to keep bees up here just moved them out. You certainly couldn't use it as a queen breeding site, because them birds, I'll just turn the lights off in the truck. So there's the queen. Oh shit. So you can see all the brood in there, fresh. These bees are a little bit light on stores. I think they know I've got the queen. There's the cell that she came out of. I chanced it with this and just left them with 1 queen cell. So maybe I didn't. All the rest is all brood ready to emerge, so yeah, they did well. She went back down there. So this is the hive that last time I couldn't find signs of a queen. Now I've just ran through the supers. One super's completely full. This super is nearly full, but they'd left a big pattern around there where the cells were polished, so I was worrying that there was a queen trapped up there, but I can't see no signs. But if she has, she'd be a virgin because there's a queen excluder, so unless she could get through the queen excluder, she wouldn't have got out to get mated. They've also, I just checked this frame and they've polished this frame up. Obviously if I can't find a queen, I'll go through one of the other hives, probably that hive because it's got loads of fresh brood in, although they're a bit aggy, so maybe I'll pick a different hive and I'll give them a frame of eggs that they could pull a queen off if they need to. I've just let loads of drones out, the bloody noisy things. I'll just have a look at these other frames to see. But you can sort of tell when you pick them up if they're light or heavy. They're light so far, so hopefully there's a queen cell chewed out at the top. But we're not seeing any eggs. I've not seen any eggs on that frame either. Supersede your cups. Have a look, keep going. So we'll probably just end up giving them a frame, because if you do give them a frame that they can pull a queen off, it's a good test as well, because obviously if they don't need a queen, they won't put cells on it. But if they do, they'll pull a load of queen cells on it. This one's light as well. No, I'm not seeing eggs. Obviously you want to get them queen right before a worker starts thinking, right, I'll be the queen then, and then just produces a masses of drones. That's what you don't want, or your hive will become honey bound, because the bees ain't got a queen, so they'll just fill it up with honey, which is another thing you don't want. You might get a lot of honey, but you don't want that. Obviously you want your colony to survive and thrive. Not seeing Varroa this year, hardly any. No, so I'm not seeing eggs on that one either. They're polishing everything up, ready though. They're quite calm as well. They're not like the first hive I just went in that's just got a new queen. They're very slow and calm on the frame. So I'm not seeing any eggs at all. So yeah, I'll probably shake this frame off actually, and then give them a frame with fresh eggs in. just do one more. The only trouble, you see, is how are we going to get a queen nice and mated without these bloody birds picking them off? Because I'm sure a bird would like to eat a big fat juicy queen. Yeah, so we're seeing no sign of a queen, so I'll shake this frame off, I reckon. But I don't really want to give them a frame out of that aggressive hive that's next in front of us. They're fanning down there though. Sometimes the beekeeping's a bloody bit of confusion, you know. There's definitely no queen in there. Well, there's definitely no eggs. So I'll strip it out of that hive in front of me because it's the easiest one. Well, maybe no, I'll go to number 2 quickly. Oh no, what's 2's requeening and all, so we can't go to that. We don't want to go to number 1 because they were vicious as hell. Let's just have one out of this hive. Anyway, I'll do that and then I'll come back. So I've got a frame with brood in fresh eggs all the way up, and pollen and nectar on that one, and the same on that side. So we'll put it 3rd frame in, and this will be our tester frame. And if the bees haven't got a queen, oh sugar, then they should pull queen cells. They're fanning like they've got a queen down there. So we'll know in 5 days anyway. So I probably should have given the hive a frame out of this box really next to me, because these bees are nice and calm. And the queen, she does a brilliant job in this hive. This is, well, she should still be last year's queen. I think if it's still the same queen, she's 2 years old. This will be her 3rd year. But I tell you, she's still laying them up well. Every frame in this box so far. I think we've just gone past her, I reckon. These frames aren't the best. They haven't been drawn out very well. Yeah, she does a good job, this queen. This hive's got a lot of drones in it, so possibly they are thinking about having a little swarmy swarm soon. You don't know, do you? What do you think, bees? What are you thinking? They are actually quite calm. The only hive so far that was a bit aggressive was that first hive, which has just got a fresh queen. So yeah, look at that, the stacked brood. And all the empty spots have got 1-day-old egg in. It's really difficult to spot your queens when the bees are like this, packed like this, hives are full. Especially with a lot of drones in there as well. Because they cover up a lot of area, just bumbling around like they do. I see, like, some people remove drone frames and things like that. I don't bother really. You obviously test them out to check for varroa, because you can test for varroa. Look at that, every frame stacked with brood. So these will want to split soon. Beautiful. Yeah, it's good to take some varroa out, uncap them and look for varroa. Yeah, I'd say she was back up at the beginning of the hive because they're all running off that way. But yeah, you oh, come on out, little bee, or you get squashed up again there. It's a good way to check for varroa, like uncapping some drone cells to see if they're full of varroa. And if the bees are making drones, the bees know what they're doing. Well, she could be on this frame. This is all ready to be laid up. There's a good few fresh eggs on there. We know she's in here somewhere. There's no swarm cells, so I do think she was at the other end of the hive, probably. This is the sort of queen you want. These, like, well, so far, I'll say it quietly so they don't hear me, but they've not shown no signs of swarming yet. Sometimes after you've been in hive, you've messed about with everything, the bees, like, not long after you've been in there and done stuff, like, the bees can swarm. I think it can trigger them. They're like, we don't want this mug coming in here every bloody week or every 2 weeks. Anyway, she's in there doing her job well, so we'll leave them on, leave them to do it. Definitely having a couple of splits off of this hive soon. Now we've got some boxes, some nuke boxes back from the other bees as they went into full hives. Yeah. She's in there somewhere, doing her job. So this is the angry ones, remember? We'll see. Getting on a bit of honey there, they are. It's not that big. Huh. I'm guessing they're not cleaners though. These were aggressive. They were the aggressive ones. eggs now. Right, still 1 day old eggs. So I'd say, right, give it a couple of weeks and the bees will calm down. They'll stop being aggressive. Okay, so I've just been through all the hives and it's not looking bloody good. All the numbers are down in the hives. There's hardly any drones anymore. That one's not requeened, that one's not requeened, and that one's not requeened. So I've just given them all another frame out of a hive with a queen. But I can't keep doing that. Yeah, alright little bee, I know. So there's a chance I'm going to have to move these bees. It's no good if you can't get your queens bred. Because I'm just going to do newspaper combines on hives or buy queens, and I don't want to buy queens. But if I breed my own queens, they ain't get mated. They ain't get mated up here because them birds, like, they've gone now. Well, they've not gone, they're still there, but there's less of them now that there's less drones and stuff in the hives. There's less of them birds. So it's like they've ate everything and done one. So yeah, not good. Not bloody good. Anyway, up to the next farm. Up to the other farm. I might end up just moving everything up to the one farm. And see what our new location's like. Because yeah, see there's the birds again. Look. Fuck off birds, go and find something else to eat. Stop eating my bees. Not good, not looking good for summer honey production either.